More strong solar activity. This is the latest on space weather. Sizzling sunspot. In the past 24 hours, sunspot AR3004, around the 7 o'clock position of the sun as we see it in the images, has produced more than 18 solar flares. 18 in the past 24 hours, 15 plus C-class solar flares, and 3 M flares. Indeed, it's almost impossible to catch the sunspot not flaring. Eduardo Schauberger Popu says, yesterday I was able to photograph sunspot AR3004. Shortly after it produced an M-class flare, it was literally sizzling, he said. And to make the picture, he says he used Skywatcher Esprit 120 telescope with a quark chromosphere. Papu is using some high-end equipment to monitor AR3004, and I'll leave a link below for you for the space weather link. Also, the comet Mercury. Comet's like tail reaching its maximum brightness for orbit around the sun. Dr. Sebastian Voltmer photographed that from La Palma in the Canary Islands. The meteors from Halley's Comet, as we said before, Earth is entering a stream of debris from Halley's Comet, source of the annual Aquarid meteor shower. Forecast expected to shower peak today, May 5th, and tomorrow 6th. And rates could be as high as 30 meteors per hour in the southern hemisphere, but only half that much, about 15 meteors per hour in the northern hemisphere. Best time to look is just before local sunrise when the constellation Aquarius is high in the sky. And concerning what NASA is warning about, strong solar flare battering our Earth, Europe hit with blackouts. NASA's Solar Dynamic Observatory SDO captured the images of a major solar flare that caused blackouts over Europe and the Atlantic Ocean. The space agency yesterday spotted the sun in the process of emitting the strong flare from active sunspot, and NASA's SDO has been observing the sun for over a decade, looking at how solar activity is created and how space weather comes from that activity. The observatory recorded extreme ultraviolet flash from an active sunspot, 3004. And as we know, the sun has been having a lot of solar flares coming at us, and we've had a lot of geomagnetic storms because of that, and of course blackouts, as we said, around Europe and the Atlantic. NASA's statement said solar flares are powerful bursts of energy. Flares and solar eruptions can impact radio communications, electric power grids, and navigational satellites, posing risk to spacecraft and astronauts. This flare was classified as an X-class flare. X-class denotes the most intense flares, while the number provides more information about its strength. And space weather noted the radiation from the flare ionized atop Earth's atmosphere, causing a strong shortwave radio blackout over the Atlantic Ocean and Europe. Signals below 30 megahertz were attenuated for more than an hour. I'll leave links below for you for this on Express UK and Space Weather. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.